I'm here with my friend Marcos, and we're talking about bilingualism. Marcos is bilingual in English and in Spanish. Now, in our class, we learned that fully bilingual people have strong skills in both languages. Now, Marcos, are you fluent in both English and Spanish?
Yes, in both.
Okay. Do you speak Spanish or English with your family?
With my family, my parents Spanish and my siblings and other relatives English. It depends. It depends.
Okay. What about with your friends?
It depends again what friends. Some speak Spanish, some speak English. It just depends. But never Spanglish.
Never Spanglish. Now, can you read both Spanish and English fluently?
Yes, very fluently.
Okay. And do you find that you understand all of the vocabulary in both English and Spanish?
I understand all the vocabulary when I read, and it's like with English or Spanish. If it's something I don't know, I just look it up in the dictionary. But I mean, as far as comprehension, yes.
Okay. Now, when you read for pleasure, do you prefer to read in English or in Spanish?
It depends, really. I mean, it depends on what I want to read, but I find that the majority of the time what I'm interested in is usually in English, and in Spanish it'll be translated from English, so it's always better for me to read in the original because the translation is just the same thing.
But you are comfortable in both languages?
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's really no differences. I think it's more of a content. The content I'm more interested in usually in English. That's the issue.
It's in English, I see. Can you write both languages equally well?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what kind of writing do you do in English or in Spanish? Do you ever write poems?
Well, for creative writing and all that, I would say it's I have a dominant English, I think. I'm not so comfortable writing creatively in Spanish, but if it's anything else, like
if it's a poem
letter,
or a story,
yeah, in
it
creative
would be in English.
Right, but if it's a letter or filling out forms or whatever, I can do it in Spanish or whatever. But creative stuff, I think, is in English.
In English, I see. Now, do you spell equally well in English and in Spanish?
Yes, especially it's a lot easier in Spanish, as you know. It's phonetic, so
that's right.
But the accents are a little tricky.
Okay. Now, do you enjoy learning languages?
Yes, actually.
Do you speak any other language?
Well, I can understand a few. I don't know if I would say I speak them, but I can understand a few others.
So you studied languages in school?
Oh yeah, in high school and college. Yeah. Studied German, French, Latin, Italian.
I see, I see. What about when you watch movies? Do you prefer to watch movies in English or in Spanish?
It doesn't matter. Again, I think it's the same question as the content. Like even foreign movies, it's always better to watch them in the original language and read subtitles. I just, that's preference. I don't think it's a language issue when I watch movies. It's more of a content.
Okay, okay. What about telling jokes?
Oh,
can you tell a joke in English and in Spanish?
That's not one of my intelligences.
And when you dream, do you think you dream in English or in Spanish or in both?
In both. I mean, it just depends what I've been doing throughout the day. That's, who I've been talking to. It switches on and off.
I see. I'm going to give you a math problem to do, and I want
hopefully it's an easy one.
Yeah, I want you to look at it and think about it for a minute and see if you can do it.
Okay. 115, not 115.6.
All right. So this is a basic. It's just a basic subtraction. I don't know if you can see that. But when you were doing the math problem, did you find yourself saying the numbers in your head in English or in Spanish?
I wasn't really aware of it. I was just doing the math problem.
But I heard you say 7 and 9. So I think you were actually calculating in English. Do you think that English is actually a stronger language?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I grew up, I went through school, university, and all that in English. So, I mean, I've always interacted in English. And Spanish, I think, it's not dominant, that's for sure.
Okay.
So, I think English is an everyday thing, and Spanish is not so much.
Not so much anymore, but when you were growing up, did your parents speak to you in English or in Spanish?
Always in Spanish.
Always in Spanish.
To this day.
To this day. Okay, you speak Spanish with your parents, and what about with your brothers and sisters? You said mostly in English.
It's almost always in English, and with a bit of Spanglish.
I see. Now, when you, how old were you when you learned English then?
That I can remember, it was in, I would say kindergarten. That was maybe 4 and a half, 5.
4 and a half, 5. Okay. Were you ever in a bilingual program?
Definitely.
You were?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely. From kindergarten, I think, all the way through 3rd grade.
Oh.
And it was always a special time of the day, a certain allotted time of the school day that we had a bilingual instruction. That was Spanish instruction, basically. And then the rest of the day was just, the regular curriculum.
Okay.
And then I remember very exactly at 4th grade, I had a very specific teacher who brought me to English proficiency and above.
Okay.
In 4th grade, it was this drill. I did language drills like crazy.
Okay, but at the same time, you also used Spanish in school.
I think at 4th grade it really
Not
stopped.
anymore.
It wasn't bilingual education at that point.
I see.
It was very, I think it was a curriculum they had from kindergarten through 3rd grade, and then at 4th grade it just stopped.
I see. Okay. So would you say that you benefited from the bilingual program at school?
I would say I did. I can still remember there are, letters from the alphabet that don't exist anymore that I learned when I was, 5 and 6.
What letters?
The academy got rid of Che, double R, double L, and
That's right.
I forgot what the 4th one is.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
E, Che, R, I. I forgot. There's another one.
Okay. So you definitely think that you have some opportunities today because you are bilingual. Would you say that you do have some opportunities because of your bilingualism?
Not sure what the question is. It's kind of vague, but I know my experience. I have a different background from a lot of other people, and I think that makes, being bicultural gives you a little bit more experience in relating to other people's problems and experiences, and understanding certain situations a little bit differently than someone who doesn't have the background.
But in terms of your work, your career, do you think that being bilingual helps you?
Not necessarily. I don't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know people market that a lot, but I don't see it.
Okay.
I mean, what's happened in certain instances is that, here, interpret this, or, what are they saying? And that's the extent of bilingualism at work.
Well, you worked at a bank, though.
Right.
Didn't you help people in Spanish as well?
Right, but I mean, that's the extent of it. I mean, it's like, translate what they're saying, because really business is conducted in English, not in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you think you're planning to use your bilingualism in any way to help you with your future goals?
I mean, always. I mean, that's just that's just part of my background, and that's something I can market. And that's, that's part of who I am, and that's that. I mean, it's always there.
It's always there.
Yeah.
But you have to work at it. Is that right?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's always right. I mean, that's a conscious choice. I mean, you can always just say, oh, I don't speak Spanish, or I don't understand it, or, I'm not interested. I mean, that's, not uncommon. Yeah, I mean, it's a conscious choice, and it's there.
All right. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
Thank you.